It took me many years to trust and love again. I'm not sure enough if it's fatal luck. You can still turn your head just like I was. But if you have me, dear, I will not blame you.
So, what's up? My name is Melaya. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm based in Los Angeles right now. And you can find my music and all my stuff everywhere at Melaya Music, on Spotify at Melaya. There's no ads on Spotify, but yeah, that's where I basically post most of my music is Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on TikTok a lot nowadays, so that's something. I have a lot of fun on there.
I'm just gonna pin this real quick. Boom, pin, so people know you're at.
Nice.
Just like that. Okay, and Miss Melaya, what got you into the whole music stuff?
Oh man, I feel like so I started doing music really early on, and honestly, it was because my brother, he was really into music, and he would rap a lot, and he had his own little personal studio in our house, and so I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Like, I want to do what my brother does. And so I kind of just copied him. I was just like, oh, like he's writing, I'm going to write too. And then I just stuck with it and kept going. And I did it all throughout high school and college and then until now. And I just kind of kept on the wave of writing, and I found other things I like to do, like editing and videography and stuff like that, but writing music has always been like a huge part of my life. So
dope. Hell yeah. It's always nice when you start off young and it just stays with you. That's pretty awesome. And did your brother's an influencer as well? That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Is he
go on.
Is he still making music right now?
Yeah, he still makes music. He's also like really good at web design, like graphic design, which is something that's the one thing I could not copy. I was like, you're really good at this. And so he does a lot of that. He's in school right now. So he's doing like a really, really cool job, like branching off into that field and then still, staying creative. So it's kind of cool.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. And what are your plans and goals for your music career? Where do you want to end up?
I've always said I would love to just have a dedicated audience. It doesn't have to be millions, although, anyone would dream of that, but an audience who understands me, who relates to me, and can just follow me throughout my journey. That would be amazing, right? So I just hope to be doing the same thing I'm doing now, but on a bigger scale. And hopefully it grows each year and gets bigger and better and, never stop dreaming, obviously, but to just be making a living solely doing music would be like the biggest dream for me. So
That's the main goal. Hey y'all, look, is that one of your people?
Let me see.
You got people coming in here. Say what's up. If anyone has any kind of questions that y'all want to ask her, feel free to write them down in the comments. I'll go ahead and ask her all for you guys.
Ask me some questions.
So, what influenced you to make your style of music? Like your particular brand of music, what influenced you to make this?
I would call my style of music. I'll put it this way. If I'm just like sitting around the house and I could be making toast, right? I'll sing about some damn toast. I'm like, ooh, I'm making toast. Toast is really good, right? And so I always sing about my feelings, and it's almost like this diary that I put together of my life. And so like my style of music, which is for the most part very indie pop, kind of R&B-ish, is basically just very baseline songwriter writing about literally anything she can think of, anything I'm going through. So that's where I would like put myself.
Okay.
Before we go on, going back to the previous question, you said that you wanted a little fan base. What is your ideal fan? Who are you singing for, or who are you singing to? What kind of people do you want to connect with your music?
Yeah, so I think I'm singing to the people who are going through a transition in their life, people who were growing up with me in a way, which is really cool. So when I write my songs and things like my EP, like It's Blue Here, I'm talking about my time as a young adult in LA. Or if I'm writing songs like, my cool ass friends, I'm writing about reconnecting with a friend and stuff like that. So I want to be talking to people, who are experiencing these real life experiences and going through these ups and downs. So I think it's really, there's a stigma where, like, as a woman gets older in the music industry, she can no longer be relatable, right? She has to get a residency in Vegas, and we only remember her for who she was, right?
Yeah.
I hope to still be writing music when I'm older, and to still be writing things that, like, to relate to people, that are my age when I'm there,
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, much respect for that.
Mm-hmm.
We got a question from Eddie. Who's your favorite artist to work with?
My favorite artist to work with? Oh my gosh. Well, that's tough. I don't want to, like, call anybody out. I would say my favorite artist I've worked with recently would be my friend Rob. He goes by Blue Haiku. I met him through one of my coworkers, and he lives all the way in New York, and we were able to collaborate on like 2 or 3 tracks.
Nice. East to West Coast. I love it.
Yeah, and he's really into social justice and social reform. So kind of someone who I was able to write music with and relate to on a very similar level. So definitely he was, up there. And then my friend Eddie, of course, who I just wrote my song with, Cool Ass Friends.
Cool Ass Friends.
But in general, my ideal person that I like to work with is someone who's just so open to, like, hella ideas, who can basically write from the heart and is not afraid to just be the weird person in the studio, just spitting out some stuff and hoping it works,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Someone that can just be themselves freely.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
That's the best person to work with. We got another one from Anita Harris. How do you stay true to yourself and not feel pressured to make viral music? Oh, we got some technical difficulties.
Okay, she's loading.
Maybe she got a phone call. Yeah, let me see if we can get her back in here.
There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
There it is. All good. The question was, how do you stay true to yourself and not feel pressured to make viral music?
Oh, man. Oh, that's tough. So, honestly, I would say just writing about what I believe in, but also kind of being aware of if people, like, is this relatable to anybody, right? So my biggest thing about TikTok, like, I love being on TikTok, right? But when I first went on there, I was afraid. I was like, I don't know if I could write about something that I like, but people will also resonate with it. Like, I'm not sure. And so one of the videos that got pretty good amount of views on there was one where I was talking about, how low I sing and my low vocal range. And then another one talking about how my marketing was bad. And these videos weren't, some gimmick. I didn't sit at home and go, "Ooh, I'm going to be like, I think my marketing is bad and everyone's going to like it." I literally got the question on TikTok. They were like, wow, I wish you had more followers. Why don't you think? And I'm like sitting down and go, my marketing is bad, right? And I was like, okay, I'll write this. And so for me, staying true to myself is just kind of putting it out there and hoping that someone resonates with it. While at the same time, I think there's these tactics that you can use where you can be yourself, but also make sure that, like, people understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? And they can relate to it. Some vagueness is good sometimes. So yeah. Hi, Anita, by the way. We're going to be doing a song together.
Oh, Anita?
Mm-hmm.
What's that song called?
Well, it's a cover song. We're going to do... I'm not going to say the cover song yet, but it's from the movie The Princess and the Frog. Love that movie.
Okay. So, classic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Any more questions? Just People joining. Okay, dope. Vance, you got a question for?
Oh yeah. So what's your favorite part about making music? Like, what is the thing that makes you say, okay, I want to wake up and I want to make music? Like, what's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part about making music is probably because it genuinely like heals me and fuels me. So no matter how I'm feeling, if I'm having a good day, I'm writing a song about having a good day. If I'm stressed about a relationship, I'm most likely writing a song about that too. And it's like what I mentioned earlier when I said music for me, it's like a diary. I have so many songs that so many people haven't seen. But for me, writing down my feelings, song form helps me heal and move forward. So just that in itself is my favorite part, is that it's actually a real life healer for me. So,
When it comes to your writing process, does that come pretty quick for you, or do you have to like sit down and really think about what you're gonna write? Did it just flow out of you?
A little bit of both. I feel like usually when I'm writing music, it's this, quick idea that comes in my head. I just, hop on my phone and record a voice memo real quick. And then for more, I think the struggle usually comes maybe in the second verse, or if I'm writing some bridges and I'm like, wow, I had this really cool idea. Now let's build on it. Then I'll sit down and really flesh it out and see, is this going to work once other people hear it? So yeah, definitely both.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And for you, this is a big thing for artists. I know it is for me. Mm-hmm. Do you write your verses first, or do you write your hooks first?
Ooh, oh man. I would say usually it's the hook. And mainly because it's always the first thing that comes to your mind that, it's probably the catchiest.
The catchiest.
Yeah. So I remember I was feeling like super down one day, and I was like just trying to motivate myself. I was like, girl, get out of this slump you're in. And I was like, come on, like, I got you. Right. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you got to chill out. You got to relax, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. And that ended up being a hook for a song. And so when I look at that hook and then I go back and write my verse, now I can kind of really flesh out that verse and go, this is how I'm feeling. And let's now talk about everything, So yeah, usually the hook. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, I'm a verse guy. I start with my verse and then I'll write a hook.
Oh, it depends. It depends.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, a lot of people say it's they start off with their hooks.
Yeah.
You being a singer, what kind of tips do you have for somebody else who doesn't have the confidence quite yet, but they have the talent and voice?
Oh, gosh. I would say start with just TikTok. I always talk about it, but I like singing to strangers and talking to strangers is probably a lot more comfortable than doing it to like your family and friends, because I know like it's before I started posting on TikTok, my music, I would release some stuff and maybe I would post on Instagram and stuff like that. But like, there's this confidence that I didn't always have that maybe I had like years ago. And then when I started posting to TikTok, I started being like, oh, I could just be myself and sing whatever I want. It doesn't have to be a fully fleshed song. I could just hum a tune. And if someone resonates with it, they'll like it and they'll say it. And that's really cool. So yeah, my tip would be to not be afraid to get on a platform like TikTok and just kind of put your heart out there and see where it goes.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. And as a singer, do you also warm up your voice every single time you sing?
I have to, yeah. Mainly because I sing in such a low tone. Okay. So if you're not warming that up, it hurts. It hurts. I've gone times where I've not warmed up. I'm like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to sing. And then it's just such a strain on your voice. So, yeah.
What's up, DePitcha? How you doing?
DePitcha.
Can you show us what a warm-up would look like? A little.
Oh, my gosh. A little warm-up. What would I do? Honestly, I would just sing like a like just a random tune, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, I'd be like, do 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 right, like and kind of practice my octaves, see how high and low I can go. There's this vocal fry thing I do, so it's kind of like right, or like kind of just making sure that I'm not going to be starting my notes on like using my head voice and stuff like that, because that can really mess you up.
That also helps preventing pop valves from trying to hit high notes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Did I pop the valve? Oh no.
That is crazy.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it's because there's a strain here that you cannot. I've tried to hit high notes. I'm telling you, singing super high is never my thing. But it's always, start with, singing as if you're talking. Like, I'm interviewing with Ascendance podcast, right? Podcast. And so you're like, don't pop a valve. That's scary.
Jeez. That's the first time I've ever heard of that, popping a valve from hitting a high note.
My biggest fear. Oh my goodness.
Can you actually feel it? Like if it's about to pop, or does it just pop?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Did picture? Let us know.
I've had like sore throats from trying to sing too high and also like too loud. Like, so some people like to hit a high note, they'll yell. Yeah. that is, don't do that. I tried that.
Not it. Not it. Do you often get writer's block, and how do you go away getting around that?
Yeah. I think I get it when I'm trying too hard, right? When I'm like, oh, I have to write a hit song, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. Yeah. So how I get around it is basically, I'll sit down and I'll just sing what I'm doing, right? Mm-hmm. I'm flipping through channels, how do you feel right now? And just sing that and just say some words, and it usually helps me.
We got another question from Anita. Do you ever think you'd go on tour?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the comment that says he sounded like a demented cat.
I saw
my
that
gosh. Yeah. So I've been on tour, but as a videographer and editor, which is like my second life, right? So I remember experiencing that and just being in like a different city every day. You're not only paid to be a creative, but you're, they're paying for your hotels, your flights, you're meeting new people that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. And I knew, like, I definitely want to be on tour, whether it's a bigger scale or smaller scale, doesn't matter. To be traveling and singing and resonating with people.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Catch me at your tour whenever it happens.
Yes, please.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I got lost here. Whoa.
Every time you get a little idea in your head, write it down, record it. Yeah, that's what I do. Seriously.
I'm lost in my comments.
I was feeling like really good the other day, and I just kind of came out this like little slump. I was a little sick or whatever, and so I was just like walking around my house, just like cleaning, and I was like, I feel good, better, happy. And then I was like, I like that, good, better, happy. And I was like, I could write something to that. And I was like, yeah, my next song might be called Good, Better, Happy.
Yeah, that's already catchy. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Yeah.
That's catchy. So, we're down to our last 5 minutes. So with these last 5 minutes, we can either continue with the questions, or if you want to show off any kind of music that you've been working on, maybe show us a little hidden track or something you just recently dropped.
Something. I don't know.
Do you want to bless us?
Do I want to bless y'all? See, I got my earphones on. I don't know if you want to hear it, to be honest. I guess I can take them out. Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see what I got.
I saw in your bio it was a Cool Ass Friend.
Oh, Cool Ass Friends. Yeah.
Right?
I could play that one.
Go ahead. Let's get a little snippet of that.
That's fun. Okay. And this one's already on Spotify, so.
Out on Spotify, people.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is Cool Ass Friends. Those headphones out. Here we go. Billboard top of my charts. Send that song in. I like the hook. My friends got real big dreams to sell out of shows. You hear it? Fans trying to names and sing the words back. Red carpets, big screens, y'all. When we sing, I already know. I just want the world to be chilling with my cool ass friends and me. Da, da, my cool ass friends. They're my cool ass friends. I swear to God, man, my friends are my secret weapon. A decade past, we still freestyle when we get a second. Booking flights, writing verses in the city sky. Walk us through the hills and change a few producers' minds. They be like, where this group been? I've been blessed my beat. Are you signed yet? We just wanna feature, please. Wanna rock out our concerts, turn another page. Cruising coast to coast, each day a brand new stage. Listen, words in the room, split it out, hotels. And no camera, keeping secrets we can't tell. Our favorite chords got your drawers dropping nationwide. Windows down, the breeze letting our sound ride. We just smile and keep on moving. Cause after a while, it won't be news that all my friends got real big dreams. Yeah, that's Cool Ass Friends.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a vibe.
I love that song. I listen to it almost every day. It's a very like inspiring thing for me because I wrote it with my friend Eddie. So it was really, I love it so much. So I said, Cool Ass Friends? Yeah. Cool Ass Friends. All the streaming platforms.
Boom. Cool Ass Friends right there. Got it pinned.
Nice. There it is. I love it.
Boom. Yeah, that was super catchy. I love the beat, the lyrics. It's catchy. I'm about to go play it too as soon as we get off this thing.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Want to just appreciate you for coming out, interviewing with us. You're an amazing artist. I checked out your profile. I've heard some of your stuff. Your voice is on point. So looking forward to see what else you're going to create later on in the future. Maybe get a little collab between the two of us going because I'm also a rapper too. So bands, appreciate you coming out with us too, my dude.
Thank you. This was really fun.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We'll catch you guys next time. Ascendance family, we out. Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
We out.